Hi guys, the Square on Air. Well, today was one of the craziest days in skibidi toilet history, as the most awaited episode 74 has finally been released. This episode has so many hidden secrets and has so much lore, and today was known to be one of the saddest day for Titan Cameraman fans as he sacrificed himself for the sake of the Titans. There is some hope he is still alive, so don't worry, watch the video from beginning to end if you want to find out if he's alive. Today, I will analyze this episode in full detail for you and tell you all of these secrets that you may have missed. Also, I want to say that we are almost at 300 subscribers, so if you haven't yet, smash that subscribe button to help out and like to appreciate my hard work. Anyways, let's go. This episode begins with our POV cameraman looking down. And after this, our camera POV turns around to see a cameraman with a blue lens and 2 extra cameras on his shoulder and 1 spy camera on his chest. I really did wonder who this is, and I feel like this could perhaps be a new scientist of some sort. Perhaps he was one of the old scientists who might even gotten injured in the earlier episodes, and now he is back. Just like Make a Scientist Cameraman, we'll make an in-depth analysis on who this might be in a few days. So for now, let's stick to the analysis. After this, the scientist cameraman begins to walk towards TV Daddy, and he seems to have many abilities. He has a purple TV, 2 speakers on both sides of his TV head, spikes, and much more we see later in the episode. Anyways, scientist cameraman hands the camera to TV Daddy, and he begins to put it on with the rest of the cameraman in the bunker as well as some drones. Also, we are in an elevator with caution signs, which we are in the toilet space, if I am correct, which is proven right by what's about to happen. Then TV Daddy puts the camera on and turns around saying, "Let's go." And we don't really need to showcase the reverse version because it says it automatically in the captions. Anyways, then we start to teleport to the outside of this elevator door we are in. After this, we teleport infrastructure of 2 upgraded basic skibidi toilets, and right when they're about to hit us with their lasers, TV Daddy activates a purple TV beam, and it takes control of the toilet it is pointing towards. Also, in this moment he says protect, commanding the toilets to protect him while he leads the way. Then, we start to go towards another door, in which TV Daddy teleports through the door, and we are met by another skibidi toilet on the other side of this door, in which this moment was absolutely brutal. A mini toilet shoots lasers at TV Daddy, and TV Daddy grabs these lasers with the black smoke, which is exactly the same as the teleportation one, and shoots the laser back at the mini toilet and almost kills it. And I say almost because TV Daddy says, "Give me your head," and teleports his head in his hand, which was absolutely brutal because the toilet literally screamed like he was a human. Then, he takes his head towards the digital lock the door has, in which the other 2 toilets were inside waiting to be letted out. Anyways then, they started attacking the other toilets. Meanwhile, TV Daddy runs quick towards the other door where the agents are and scans the head to open the door. And at this rate, this beats Plunger and Dark Speaker Man both combined. TV Daddy is so powerful. Anyways, we again start running towards the other door, in which TV Daddy again scans the head to open the door again, and oh my god, I don't care about nothing else in this scene but one character, and that is the simp cameraman. And it seems like the toilets had him captured. I really was hyped to see him upgraded and fight, which I'm a little disappointed about, but no worries, because he will now be repaired by the Alliance. Anyways, let's move on from this. TV Daddy tells them to get out, and he goes towards the toilets. He hypnotized and unalives them completely. He runs to the other door, scans the head, and we are met by a really big surprise. More humans. They seem to be getting brainwashed by the skibidi bop. Yes song. And there is skeletons and scientists in this scene. And this scene is the most important scene out of them all, because we saw 2 specific scientists, which are here in this image. Look closely here to this scientist next to the crazy-looking man. You can see this scientist, and if we compare this to the one in the picture with the secret agent, you'll get the same result. And he doesn't seem to be that infected by the skibidi virus because he isn't doing the smile. But the other one we are going to talk about is, and I'm talking about the one on the left of the crazy man. You can see the head body of the scientist toilet, and he is in his human format. And one of these theories scouting around the internet is that each toilet has a head copied from the human body itself. And I think I said that in my theories video, in which I'm very happy this turned out to be true. Anyways, we'll talk about this more when the theories video releases. Let's continue. TV Daddy tells the two cameramen with flamethrowers to burn everything because they have a brain rot. We start walking forward, and oh Lord, we see my beloved TV woman standing right there, and simp cameraman attempts to reach out for her. Damn, bro, I feel you. That's truly sad. Anyways, after the container closes, the large TV man teleports them all out, and we start turning towards a wall with a poster. This here explains the full meaning behind the containers, and although you can't understand this, I can make up an explanation because I understand this perfectly. First of all, the toilet in the middle and its core is the exact same as G-Man's, meaning that whatever this is, which I'll explain in a second, is for G-Man. This contains the meaning of all 6 containers which I mentioned in the 73 Theories video. These containers contain Titan body part pieces, and G-Man will soon become a Titan because there are 6 containers and they are slowly attaching to him. So the end result of Titan G-Man will look somehow like this. Anyways then, we start walking towards the table in front of us. And you can immediately notice a small detail. You can notice the alarm, the drill, and the pencils, which if you didn't know, the alarms are clocks. And this represents the 3 original races from Dom Studios' Skibidi Multiverse series, and TV Daddy swipes it out of the table. I hope Boom is just joking around, but it does seem like the beef is getting real. Anyways, now we are starting to get into the deep lore of this episode. TV Daddy grabs a poster, and it reveals G-Man with some tech on his head. And ends, you guessed it, G-Man was an Astro toilet in his past, and perhaps he was even the leader, because they seemed like they betrayed him, because he looks like he is being attacked in this image poster. This poster simply just changed the whole view of G-Man's character in the series, and I'll talk about this more in my next video because I don't want to make this one too long. After this, TV Daddy says, "Mind your own business," and teleports away. I don't know why they don't want to share these kind of stuff with the Alliance, which is kinda weird, and that's what really makes them the most mysterious race. Then, TV Daddy teleports to the TV base, where he gives him the poster and tells him to take a look, and he tells him to turn that camera off now. I don't know what kind of show he wanted to make because he literally talks about it later in the episode. But I want to firstly talk about what they might be doing in the back. Perhaps they are working with the Astro arm, because it's spinning and the TVS flying around it seem to be doing something to it, which is interesting. There is also TV Man doing some stuff to the claw, which is also another interesting thing that is going on in this scene. After this, TV Daddy instantly turns the camera off without hesitation, and we start to zoom out of tablet, which all the cameras were watching this scene, so I don't think they should keep that a secret anymore. Anyways then, Titan TV Man says, "I found them. Connecting." And we see the teaser we got a few days ago, which shows how the DJ toilet is being upgraded and how all of the toilets are upgrading in this place. It does seem to look very similar to the place we were just at with the TV Daddy and the reinforcements, since the walls are quite similar. I want to go back to where TV Daddy was first teleporting. One of my friends on Discord told me to pause the screen when TV Man was first teleporting, and how in the glitch and on the very end of this hallway, you could see a white monitor. This could really be hinting the computer race, and how Boom has been putting computers all around the episode really does make this theory interesting. Unless he is just tricking us into thinking that. Anyways, let's continue this analysis. Then, we see the Michael Jackson toilet arrive, as well as the jacked-ass mutant with huge muscles. After this, we see the other mutant with a buzzsaw arm and some database on his back, which the jacked mutant and him dab up. Then, we see G-Man arrive in the scene, and there's a small change to the short scene, and this full scene, on G-Man's shoulder, you can see the crazy scientist we saw in episode 68, and how he will be the replacement for the OG scientist. Also, you can notice how G-Man's core isn't glowing anymore, which I think that in the next few episodes, we'll see him with a new core as well as the Titan body, just like we saw in the blueprint. Anyways, after G-Man leaves, the mutant noticed the POV camera we're watching, and while this is happening, you can notice 2 more containers following G-Man, and we already know what's inside of them. Anyways, after the POV cameraman notices the SWAT mutant toilet walking towards him, we begin to run, and while we're running, we encounter the Skibidi mutant Rizzler, who raised his eyebrow while just standing there. Blood really wants to be a Chad, huh? After this, we frickin' get jump scared by this damn mutant. He literally made me jump while I was looking away the 6th time I watched this episode, bruh. Anyways then, we zoom out of the TV Man Titan screen, and the short with the Titans begin. TV Man says, "They are weakened. Perfect time to attack." We see Titan Cameraman, and sad music starts playing. When I heard this song, my heart rose up, because we've heard this song in so many episodes, and it could either mean victory or defeat. Because it played when we saved Titan Speakerman, and played when we lost the legend Plunger Cameraman. Then, Titan Speakerman does the fighting pose Titan Cameraman did in episode 59, and Titan TV Man says, "Not for you crippled bros, you two are going home." Titan Speakerman takes his headpiece off, and we see one of the most wholesome scenes. We see all the Speakermen dancing and coming in to cheer up their Titan, and we literally see the car Speakerman. How long has this dude been alive for, bruh? After this, the Titan Speakerman starts to Fortnite dance with the Speakerman, and TV Man Titan says, "Today this war ends." But right when TV Man Titan teleports away, TV Scientist comes in and says, "No, bring their leader to our base, alive." Titan TV Man says, "Are you insane?" in a pissed-off way. TV Scientist responded with, "We need to understand the full picture before it's too late." But what does he mean by bringing their leader to the base? Because we know they're big enemies. People have been saying the G-Man and the Alliance will team up to defeat the Astro toilets, which isn't a bad idea. I think they're gonna bring G-Man to their base, and he will explain everything that happened between him and the Astro toilets, and why they want to kill him. It's possible, and with the downfall of one of our heroes later in the episode, we might need this, because we only have 2 giants instead of 3 now. Well, there's still some hope, so let's continue our analysis. After this, TV Titan calms down, and we see all of our Alliance agents reacting in a scared way, and even falling. And we start to hear crazy ship noises, which remind me a lot of Star Wars and how the ships fly across. But we need to find out why the cameraman reacted this way. Our POV zooms into the tablet, and we see a huge toilet in the sky shooting lasers and toilets just flying across. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the army of Astro toilets. Holy moly. The amount of Astro toilets there are just makes me scared for the Alliance. And considering how powerful the juggernaut Astro toilet was, imagine these ones. The whole scene was crazy, but our POV in this episode doesn't last even 10 seconds until he gets rushed by the Astro toilets and gets killed. Then, we zoom out of the tablet, and here the Alliance started to freak out, and even the Titan TV Man backed away for a moment because of how powerful they are and the amount there are, which we will see later to this episode. They couldn't even start to think about it well because not even 5 seconds passed, and we see the UFO Astro toilet coming in to mess around with the Titans and shoot Titan Cameraman. But luckily, he grabs it with his claw and shoots it back. But this blood flexes on him by dodging it, and doing a side flip to also dodge the cannon attacks. And right in this scene, you can already notice the Astro toilets in the background looking at the Titans while the Astro UFO messes around with them. Then, TV Man Titan activates the red beam, but then we can see him put his glasses on to prevent him from getting brainwashed. And bruh, this dude really looked like Dr. Disrespect in this moment, if I'm being honest. Anyways, we see the Astro UFO leaving while doing an evil laugh. And oh my lordy lord, all of the Astro toilets start teleporting in. And the amount there is just blows my mind. All of the basic Astros teleport in. And the most powerful one, of course, is the last one. And holy moly, this dude is gigantic. You might say he isn't that big, but the perspective we're in makes him look small. But if we get a clear perspective, you'll see how big he is. And we're going to compare him to one of the Titans later in the episode, and you'll see how truly gigantic he is. Anyways, the first one to lay an attack was this Astro toilet, which shoots our POV, making the camera glitch a little bit. After our screen glitches, we see Titan Cameraman on fire and being attacked by all of the Astros. And he gives us one last thumbs up while shaking. And, to be honest, he was my favorite Titan, and to see him sacrificing himself really did make me kinda sad, and I know some of you viewers are also sad because the Titan Cameraman sacrificed himself. We'll talk about how he can be alive right after he disappears. Then he puts his claw up and flies into as many Astro toilets as he could, and right here we can see a small comparison of the Titan Cameraman and the Mothership Astro toilet. Although it's not really clear, you can kinda see it. Hopefully, one of the big analysis YouTubers asks Boom for a picture of the Titans compared to the mothership Astro toilet because it would be quite interesting to see it. Anyways, let's talk about how a Titan cameraman can be alive. We didn't really get to see him get taken down by the Astros, we just saw him fly through the smoke and we didn't see him. What if he in reality escaped? Perhaps he flew off, and if he didn't fly off, then perhaps G-Man could encounter him, and maybe he'll save him, because he himself said that the Alliance needs him. So why wouldn't he take the chance to save Titan Cameraman and bring it to the base? We'll talk about this in detail perhaps in 2 days or so, because after so much information and analyzing, my brain has exploded. Let's continue analyzing the final minute of this episode. After the Titan Cameraman sacrificed himself, Titan Speakerman goes crazy and starts to run towards him to save him, but the Titan TV man holds him whole, saying, "I can't lose you both." And many people are mad that he did this, but if he didn't, we would have lost both Titan Speakerman and Titan Cameraman. So thank Lord that Titan TV man saved Titan Speakerman, because if not, we would have been done for. TV man Titan teleports away with Titan Speakerman, and our POV as well as another cameraman who lost his armos running through the fog and dust going all around. And this moment was true chaos because of everything that was happening. After this, our POV gets hit by a blast. Our POV doesn't die yet, and only lasts a few seconds, with the episode ending right on the UFO Astro toilet. Man, what can I say? This episode was crazy. And in a few days after I recover from this brain explosion I had analyzing this episode, we'll talk about all of these secrets we got in the episode and theories. We will also talk about what will happen in episode 75 and all of those interesting questions. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel with post notifications to not miss it when it releases. And may the force of the square be with you. Good luck.